Hey guys, Nick from Practically Tactical. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know I'm going to get made fun of hand gestures because I talk with my hands a lot. Communication majors.
We love you, Nick.
I know. I have Mr. Steve Fisher of Sentinel Concepts with us. There we go.
You don't do that as well as
I know.
I'm sorry, it's just weird.
I don't have the hips.
That's my shit.
I know. But we're here with Steve in Alliance, Ohio. We're doing some filming. But we want to talk about, for those that maybe don't know, we're doing a Practically Tactical watcher/listener training class with Steve Fisher of Sentinel Concepts in Alliance, Ohio. I want to say the dates because this is impromptu. It's October 22nd and 23rd.
Sure.
And I believe it is critical handgun home defense.
Yes.
The interesting about this class is, number one, if you do it by January 15th, look in the description box, and there's a discount code to attend a class with us. I think there's like 3 spots left in the class.
Maybe.
I think now we're down to 2 because somebody else has signed up. But check that out. But I want to talk about the class with Steve because this is a unique learning opportunity, especially for home defense. If you literally have a gun in the home, you need to be at this class. The big thing about this class is UTM.
Correct.
So you don't need armor, you don't need helmets, you don't need ammo, you don't even need a gun. Literally, you show up and everything's in the class.
Yeah, it's all here. The only thing you need to bring is a set of wraparound gear protection. Basically what I've done is over the years of teaching shoot house classes and programs is that I found that for most people, the average citizen who comes to class, one, it can be cost prohibitive because they have to either have armor, have a helmet due to insurance regulations, restrictions inside most shoot houses across the country. The other thing is it's not very practical. Right? It still gives them the skill sets that they need, but sometimes there's a change in their equipment. They may have to go to a strong side holster to clear their armor or things of that nature, so they're like normally appendix or however they would. And then they have these helmets on, 10 to 15 pounds worth of plates. Cool and all, dig it if you got armor and helmets, awesome, be there for the live fire ones. Last year, I did a test bed class of this using UTM only, which is either a paint marking round, kind of like munitions, but a little bit more accurate, a little bit more reliable. They have a marking round now, a non-marking round that is just a targetry round, so UTM target rounds. So they allow us to use cardboard targets, paper targets, drop targets, all those things.
Oh, that's nice.
Penetrate. Yeah, so it doesn't leave paint everywhere though as well.
Yeah.
But the idea of this class was to do it inside a real structure, an actual home, a average, America house, not an 8,000 square foot monster, which is great because we get a lot of opportunities to look at different things there involving big spaces, but realistically we know we need to deal with small spaces. So what I've done is I've gotten a house here in Alliance that we have. It's a standard 1,500 square foot, 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, or 3-bedroom, 2-bath, whatever house. So we'll have some furniture in it. We're able to control the lighting better in there, so we can do the nighttime runs or the dark and low light runs, even during the middle of the day, so we're not dragging guys out there a 14-hour package. The other thing is by getting rid of the armor and the helmet requirements and going to UTM only, it really brings into the fact that dudes should have their spouses in these classes. Either their wives, girlfriends, family members, whoever is going to be at home. So we're going to teach a lot of the same stuff as far as geometry, shapes of the room, how to read the rooms, how to navigate the house, how to deal with problems. And that's really what this class is about. It's not an ammo round count intensive class, but what it is, it's a heavy on thinking and processing information, solving those problems as they occur in the house.
Well, I think the big thing, and for those that have taken a shoot house class will understand this, so, Alliance Shoot House, amazing facility,
Absolutely.
Great shoot house. But there's always drawbacks to it. The fact of, there's not real doorknobs, room sizes aren't, and this may sound weird, but kitchens, bathrooms, real furniture, having to navigate around that, this is really what takes it to the, almost the next level, if that's the way to say it, of being able to interact with your environment. Coffee tables and all this crap, you might bump into at night, whatever it might be, is it puts a more realistic approach to the problems that are presented.
And stairwells.
That's what I'm actually looking forward to.
Which is something a lot of people don't really deal with or understand because they don't get the opportunity to do a lot. So you have, moving upstairs, coming downstairs, just even navigating stairs in the dark and low light. So there's a lot of things that are going to come into play in this class that are going to be beneficial to everyone who basically lives in a house versus being in the big monster. The shoot house here is amazing. It's awesome. I've lived in it for years. Great place. Artificial a lot of times for a lot of people. So moving it inside a residential structure has brought a whole new meaning to things because realistically a lot of rooms don't have doors. You don't have doors that you open. They're always generally open inside a residence. Sometimes they're closed. we'll have a lot of scenarios to work on and play out. So it's actually going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it, and it's really easy because there's no noise, which is great because the UTM rounds, they still cycle the gun, they still create recoil, but they don't have that noise factor. So the learning portion is a lot easier. We don't have the issue of people being weighted down with armor and helmets all the time that don't normally wear it. It's not like somebody's going to show up with their wife and throw her in a set of armor and a helmet, expect them to perform at an excellent, at a level that they have the skill set to already perform at without adding in other fatiguing issues. So this is going to be really great. I'm excited for it. We're going to do 2 of them this year. This one that we're talking about is handgun. It's for the listeners, and we've got some other people that have already signed up for it as well from outside of the listener package. It's going to be awesome. It's a limited amount of people that are going to be able to sign up for the class, so it's going to maximize the amount of efficient runs that we're going to do through the house. It's not going to be a 20-30 run type of class. We're going to maximize everything in the learning curve as possible to help you increase your chance of survivability in either a home invasion, a robbery, break in at 3 a.m. in the morning, one in the middle of the day kind of thing. So we're going to have a lot to play out.
And another great thing there too is the class requirements for this class. There are requirements for the class, but it's not a mass amount of training before this due to some munitions, real house. What are the requirements though for someone coming into class?
Well, what we would like to see is at least a person. We have to have them vetted beforehand, so they at least need to have had a concealed weapons permit or a letter vetting them from their local departments showing that they're not a bad guy, because we are dealing with some techniques and tactics as well. And then at that point, anything after that that just shows competent gun handling skills, if you've taken a class from any other instructor that I can vet and personally either know or reach out to and say, hey, yeah, this person wasn't a soup sandwich, absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have to have 10 different levels of class. You'd have a handgun 1, handgun 2, a vehicle class, 3 low light classes, and then 12 dynamic carbine entry adaptive assault programs. No, you need to have good gun handling skills and understanding of the basics of firearm safety fundamentals, and not being an idiot.
Always important. And the one thing I just want to make clear too is a lot of people only think UTM sims, they think force on force. This is not a force on force class.
Correct.
There might be some people, but that is for you guys to find out at this class. Again, Critical Handgun Home Defense, make sure I'm saying the name right, October 22nd and 23rd, Alliance, Ohio. You check the description box, there'll be a discount code down there that's good to, I think, January 15th. Couple spots left. Sign up for the class. Myself, Jesse, Jeff will be at the class. Of course, Steve will be there. That'd be a little weird if
I wasn't.
Join us for the class. I can tell you, shoot house classes, that's when the real learning begins.
It really does.
And I'm looking to, again, increase my knowledge, become a better problem solver, because, again, we're talking a realistic environment, which is, we talk about environmental manipulation all the time on the show with you, and it's an important part of home defense. So check the description box, sign up for the class. That's Steve Fisher. I'm Nick. Thank you for watching Practically Tactical. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you at the class. Take care.
That was great.
That was great. I don't know why would you need me for that.
I don't know.